I just want to say, before I get started and stuff, everything I'm finna say gonna be 100% real. So don't be looking all surprised and crazy when I tell the truth. All right, here we go. Shout out to Camille Blanton. You know, I don't know you that well, but you seem cool. You look like cool people. We should get to know each other a little better. I like them sunglasses in your picture, the profile picture. Could've sworn I saw him at Piggly Wiggly. Shout out to Candy. Don't give a fuck. I don't know you that well either, but you seem cool too. You seem like cool people. But we should change the fact that we don't know each other. Get better acquainted and whatnot. And I want to appreciate your support on my Amber Cole video. You was like the like 30-something one to like the video. Appreciate that. Shout out to Princess Brooks. Yet another one I do not know. We need to do something about this. All the people like my status, I don't even know y'all. But I guess y'all cool since y'all like Miss Daddy. I appreciate that. You say cool too, Princess Brooks. I looked at your pictures. You take some good pictures. I like them little grandma glasses you had on too. Them Jones was on point. Shout out to Tamara Ellis. Finally, somebody I know. That's what I'm talking about. Now, Tamara Ellis, you real cool. We wore glasses and shit together. And you used to always laugh at me in 4 periods stuff. You was real cool and stuff. I ain't really get to know you. Know you, but I knew you. If that made sense. Shout out to Jasmine Unique Hudson and the niece Rashawn Malone. Jasmine, you so damn thick, girl. You can cause an eclipse with all that ass, girl. But for real though, it was real fun getting to know you my senior year. And you got a crazy personality. I love your personality. You used to always have me laughing. I always get, me and the niece in trouble and shit. I always getting on these candy nerves and everything, man. It was some good times we had. Me and you and the old gang to hook up, do shit, do something together, just have some fun. Now you, Denise, oh man, I don't even know where to start. You used to be the reason why I came to 4 period. It never failed. You used to always make my day. Each and every day. Like me, you, Paris, and Jasmine, we used to always have fun. No matter what, if we was doing work or after we was doing work, we used to always have fun. Always getting on the teaching area. They used to be our number one rule to get on the teaching area as soon as we walk in the class. And we used to always accomplish that. We had some good times. And when I get a car, we hanging out every day, and I don't want to hear nothing, no exceptions. We gonna hang out every single day. You hear me? Shout out to Jasmine Scott. Me and you, we only talked a couple of times through instant messages and stuff. But you seem cool. You seem like you know how to hold a conversation. That's what's up. And I like that camera in your picture. I think I seen it a couple times in the bushes. Just like that. Bushes, taking a picture. And me. The flash. Shout out to George Montero. Hey man, you crazy as hell, bro. You used to always have a nigga tripping in the 4th period, always fucking with the teacher, always fucking with folks, and didn't give a fuck. Man, he was just being you, and that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Like, this man crazy as hell. You need to laugh, you go to his ass, man. This nigga, like, he crazy, man. One time I saw this man eating the ostrich ass. Shout out to Star and Totally James. You another one I don't know that well, but that can easily change. You seem cool and you seem nice. And I think you got some pretty eyes, and just hit me up. Shout out to Wesley Dreadhead Young. You my nigga, bro. We been knowing each other all the way back since middle school, and we've been cool ever since. And you definitely my nigga. You was my first subscriber on YouTube and shit. So if it's ever a chance, my name get out there and I get big and shit. I remember you. I said that. You remember you had them little puff balls in your head, fool? Shout out to Jennifer Yeager. Me and you, we cool, and we don't really keep in contact that much no more, but you know, we still cool or whatever. I like the conversations we used to have, and you know, we get back in touch and stuff. And you know, I like your pictures too. You know how you always be showing your cleavage in your pictures. Shout out to Bree Got It. You must be related to Yo Guy. You know, I don't know you that well either, but you know that could change. And you seem cool. You know, we both wear glasses and shit. I just ain't wearing mine. And you know, you can just hit me up whenever you want to talk and stuff. Shout out to Portia Jamelia. You know, we didn't get to know each other that well, but I did get to know a little bit of your personality, and I liked it. And you know, I used to like you and stuff, but you know, I think I used to only see you walk around with like 1 or 2 people or whatever. You know, I think you was real down to earth, and you was a keep yourself to yourself kind of girl, and I like that. I like that. And you remember that time you licked my ear? Shout out to Terrical Gorgeous Smile Morgan. You know, we ain't know each other that well either, but you know, I used to see you around the hall a lot, and you used to always have a smile, you know, looking out innocent and stuff. And you seem cool out of the few times we talked to each other and stuff. And you know, we can get to know each other a little better than that. You know, do better. You know, I'm just saying you could do better. You know. And I remember that time, I don't know if you remember or not, but I remember that time you tried to bag it up in Domino, but you probably don't remember. Shout out to Sheena Johnson. Whew, another one I do not know. But you seem cool, of course. You know, I don't think nobody look like they, you know, don't look cool, because I don't know you. So, you know, in order to prove me wrong or right, you know, you can hit me up. You know, hit me up. Shout out to Jeremiah J.K. McCoy, my guy. You know, every time I used to see you in the hallway, you used to be all cool, laid back, you know, suave to yourself. You know, you was just you. And, you know, you was one of the coolest niggas I knew, one of the realest ones I knew. You know, it was only a handful of those in Ridgeway, and you was one of them, bro. And that's what's up. And I just talked to Kevin Hart. He said he want to see you. Shout out to Kiera Santos, my modeling buddy. You know, I ain't know you before. You know, we did the whole little fashion show thing at Ridgeway. You know, that's when I got to know you. I used to see you around the hall a lot. And honestly, I used to think you was like stuck up, like for real. Because I know most girls that look like you know, they usually not as nice as you were, but you know, you turned out to be real cool, and that's what's up. And, you know, I had fun getting to know you doing the little modeling stuff. You know, you used to be working the one way with your bad self. You know, that's what's up. Oh, and hands up to all the junior and senior niggas at Ridgeway. When prom time come around, look for her. She gonna be looking bad, and she just take my word for it, look for her. Shout out to Megan Bad. Yeah, you bad. I don't know you, but you bad. You know what to do if you want to get to know me or whatever. You know, my inbox is always free. So hit me up. You know, you look cool. You know, like you love to talk. I'm just guessing. Shout out to Pretty Little Thick Thing. You know, I think we talked like once or twice through messages or whatever. And I remember you sent me that friend request that day, that time. And you know, you thick. And we need to get to know each other and all that good stuff. So hit me up. Shout out to Savante Bad Chick Hines. You know, I don't know you that well, but you know, we changed that. We changed that. And you seem cool, and you seem like a nice female, and that's what's up. You know, if you look nice, I'm assuming you are nice. So, you know, we can find that out. And was it you at the strip club? Shout out to Ebony Renee. You know, we used to talk a couple times in school and stuff. I ain't know you personally, but you was pretty cool. And you know, I never had no problems with you. And you think you was senior my junior year or some shit like that, but you know, it was cool. The few times we did talk, and straight up, shout out to Rakoya, So Nice Dioff. I think I said it right. But you know, we used to see each other a lot in the hallway at school, and whenever you see, you used to say hey to me and stuff. You used to be real nice, real nice. And you was real cool. We talked a couple times. We talked through messages a few times too. And we need to talk more, cause you seem like the type of girl I wouldn't mind talking to on a rainy day or some shit. But hit me up sometime so we can so we can steal some Skittles one day. Shout out to Christina Bailey. You another one I don't know that well. I've talked to maybe a couple times, maybe like last year or something. I don't know. I remember talking to you, or like something like that, like a long time ago. But you seem like a nice, like you for real. You seem nice as hell for some reason, and you seem like you can be a good friend. You like you got a good personality and stuff. Real talk. You want to, you can send me a message and we can get to know each other better. So it's up to you. Shout out to Poochie, nothing more to say, Graham. Kayla, why the hell you ain't got your real name up there? Had me saying all that nonsense. I thought you was somebody else. But anyway, Kayla, you was my 11th grade, 6th grade buddy and shit. I mean, my 11th grade, 6th period buddy. There we go. We used to, clown up in Miss Sewell class, geometry. I hate that shit. But, we used to be real cool up in there, It was cool getting to know you. And, you was wild as hell. Ain't no other one like Kayla, you had a goddamn Grand Canyon ass. I mean, it took a whole hour just to look at the whole thing. I'm playing with you, girl. Shout out to Alexis Avery. Miss Avery, you real cool. We talk sometimes through messaging and stuff, and you was real cool. You know how to keep the conversation going. You a little freaky or whatever, but we both wear glasses. Yup. I'm gonna start hitting you up more so we can, get to know each other better, all that good stuff. Shout out to Kanichia Barlow. I don't know you that well either, but I know you like some of my statuses too. And I looked at your pictures and stuff. You seem cool. Seem like you like to have fun. And you got a nice smile too. We got something in common. And if you want to get to know me better or whatever, you can hit me up. Shout out to Simone Ellis. You like one of the prettiest girls I know. That's not mean, stuck up, cocky, conceited, none of that shit. And that is like souls up, like, cause it ain't that many girls like that. And we just starting to get to talk, and I'm getting to know your personality a little better, and you seem real cool, and that's I hope you enjoyed your gumbo too. Yeah, hope you saved me some. You probably didn't though. Sorry. Shout out to Aaron Toles and Brittany Scott. Now y'all know I had to say y'all for last. Brittany, I've been knowing you for like a year now. I met you because of Aaron, and you real cool. I love your personality. You wild and you bug as hell. You don't give a fuck. That's what's up. You always checking the nigga. Yeah, but it's cool though. I be seeing you with your squirrel friends. Y'all be stuffing y'all cheeks with nuts and shit. That's what's up. But you always have a nigga tripping and shit. And me, all three of us, we gonna hook up again one day. We gonna have some fun. And Aaron, I've been knowing your ass for 2 years now. We've been through a lot. And now we like best friends. We always come to each other whenever we got something to talk about. We tell each other the dirt, secrets and stuff. And I can trust you. Not all the females I know, I can trust you the most. And you keep it real with me. I will keep it real with you. And we definitely gotta hook up again sometimes. And just in case somebody do watch this video, somebody, and they get mad. Fuck them. I don't give a fuck. And they got something to say. You let me know. You let me know. And if you watching, you can send me a message. Let me know you got a problem. You know who you are. So, you know, if you got a problem, let me know. Straight up. Cool? Cool. I'm done.